Many across the nation are spending the day remembering the life of Senator and war hero John McCain. He passed away yesterday at the age of 81 after a years-long battle with brain cancer. He was known as one of the country's greatest political mavericks. Republican U.S. Representative Mike Coffman released a statement saying, "My deepest sympathy is with the McCain family. The senator was an extraordinary leader, a war hero, and a great public servant. His legacy and service to our nation will not be forgotten." Democratic Senator Michael Bennet posted on Facebook saying, in part, "Senator McCain's example tells us that we need not accept dysfunctional politics and empty partisanship as inevitable, and his absence will require much more of the rest of us." Chris Martinez has more on the tributes pouring in from across the world for Senator McCain.
Well-wishers in Phoenix brought flags and other mementos to a makeshift memorial honoring Senator John McCain. Military veteran Dan Rivera felt compelled to pay his respects.
He was a man from the heart. He always told you what he thought. He was a great guy, and his family was up there too.
McCain passed away Saturday at his ranch outside Sedona. The decorated Vietnam veteran, former POW, and six-term U.S. Senator is being remembered as a true American hero.
Decades from now, little children to ask their parents, who was John McCain? And they'll explain his sacrifice, his patriotism, and most of all, his fidelity to do the right thing.
McCain will lie in state here at the Arizona Capitol on Wednesday on what would have been his 82nd birthday. The governor tweeted, "John McCain is Arizona, and we will honor his life every way we can." McCain will also be remembered later this week in Washington, D.C. He'll lie in state at the Capitol, and there will be a ceremony at the National Cathedral. Former Vice President Joe Biden and former Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama are expected to speak. President Trump, who often clashed with McCain, tweeted his condolences. The president said, "My deepest sympathies and respect go out to the family of Senator John McCain. Our hearts and prayers are with you." McCain will be buried at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Phoenix.